guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a very soft yet glamorous look. Let me take off my glasses for you. I really hope you enjoy it. I've been meaning to start recording for quite a while, and I'm very excited to get onto YouTube. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you once I start the tutorial. I already primed my face with the Maybelline Master Prime, the green one. So next I'm going to go in and do a bit of color correcting. Today I'm using the Naked Skin color correcting fluid in peach and green. I like to just take a bit and put it on the back of my hand, and then take my middle finger and lightly bounce it right here along the perimeter of my eye. I like to start lower and then work it up. I find that it helps get rid of the darker circles or neutralize them more without building up so much product. Take the green one. So same technique, just place it where you need to color correct, in my case on the side of my nose, and just lightly press. So now I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Nude. I like to just give it a little shake. It probably does something. I take my Real Technique sponge, and on the more dome side, I just take a bit and I like to dot it around. So now I'm going to go in with the YSL, I'm going to say this so wrong, the Touche Eclat Radiant Touch Concealer in the shade 2. So I like to put it underneath my eye. I like to start lower and almost make like a little triangle shape and bring it up a little bit right here. This concealer I use for highlighting. I like a lighter under eye. I'm going to just do like one little click, hit my chin up, my nose, my forehead, and then whatever I have left on the applicator, I put on my Cupid's bow. And now I'm going to take the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in shade Light. I like to take this, put a little twist on the back of my hand, and then I like to take my finger and place it right here, and I like to work it in a little bit and then take my sponge and blend it in. And then with the actual concealer wand itself, I like to draw some lines right here. It helps for a more contoured face without going heavy on the contour. Now I'm going to powder. I like using the RCMA No Color Powder. Take the flat side of my Real Technique sponge, pick some up, and I just pat it all over. Besame Vanilla Powder. I take a Sedona Lace 618 brush. It's a very angled brush with some product on it, and I like to first tap it so there isn't a lot of fallout, and then swoop back and forth. And then I set it with the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. I'm running out, I need a new one. While I wait for that to dry, I'm going to prime my eyes. I personally just like to take the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original one, warm it up on my fingers, and then just put it on your eye. And what I'm going to set it with today is ColourPop Glow. This was in the Kathleen Lights collaboration. Pick up a little bit of that product and put it on my eye. Then I'm going to go in. This is by the brand Black Opal. It's the shade Tan. Pick some up and then just pop it into my crease. This is going to be the transition shade. Now I'm going to take, same brush, I'm going to take the Jessie's Girl Pure Pigment Eye Dust in the shade Brown Sugar. What I like about this pigment is if you just place it on your lid, like pack it on your lid, it's very true to the color that comes up that is presented to you in the little bottle thing. But when you blend it out, it almost becomes a little darker, which I like about that. So I'm just popping it in my crease. I'm bringing it down to my lash line in the outer V. ColourPop, Cornelius, Kathleen Light's collaboration. I'm going to take a Sedona Lace 312 brush, pick some of that up, and attempt to work it just in the outer V. So now I'm going to go in with ColourPop's Weenie, and I'm going to take, it's a Wet n Wild brush. I don't know which, I think it's like a packing brush. It looks like this. Going to pick up that color and put it on my lid. So then I'm going to pick up the brush that has a little bit of both the Jessie Girl pigment and the black opal eyeshadow and just blend around the outer V just a bit to make sure that there aren't any harsh lines. Then I'm going to go into my Z palette and I'm going to pick up the shade, if I can get it out, Castle Bay by Morphe. The Urban Decay, it's the brush that came with the Smokey Palette. I don't think it has a number, and if it does have a number, I wiped it off. So I'm going to pick up that shade and smoke out the lower lash line. So then I'm going to take the other side of the same brush with the same color and bring it into the crease a tiny bit, just so there is a connection and just a little more depth. Now I'm going to do some liner. Now I use two liners when I'm using like a felt tip. I use the Aurora liner. I think this is it. They're both black, and then the Ayako, the same two liners I used in my mini Instagram tutorial. I like to use this one first, the Aurora one. I put my pinky on my face, and I tip my head back a little bit, and I start in the middle. And then using small strokes, I work it to the end of my eye. So now I'm going to take the other one, and it has a more stiffer point. So this really helps me to create a wing, and I like really kind of short fat wings. I'm going to go in with the Kiko Lasting Precision eyeliner in shade 16. It's just the black one. And I have really watery waterline. Like nothing will stay on my waterline. Nothing. Even if I use gel liner and set it, or just eyeshadow, nothing stays. But this one stays. So what I like to do is I like to place the liner, and then I'm going to use the Real Techniques, I think it's the eyebrow brush. It's just an angled brush. Pick up Coastal Scents shade Incognito. It's just black. So any black shade you want. And then set that line with it. And I find that doing this makes it, one, more intense, but it also really keeps it there. We are going to contour. And I'm going to use the Benefit Hoola Bronzer and my Kiko Face Brush 103. Take it, some of the product, and then pat it off. And then I like to start from right here and just in slight circular motions work down. Do the same thing on the other side. Then I like to hit up my forehead and my chin. And I like to start in the middle, work my way left, and then right. And then I like to pick up a little more product and just go down my neck. I very rarely use blush because typically I'm very red, but today I figured I would. I'm going to use the Balm Cosmetics Cabana Boy. Take some on a Real Techniques blush brush, tap it off, and then kind of just do like a little smile and tap. I'm going to take my Morphe fan brush, M601, and I'm using the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in Peach Goddess. Pick some up on the top of the brush, just do some patting motions, and then hit the high points of your face. And then for the chin, nose, and cupid's bow, I like using the Sedona Lace 224 brush. It's like a little domed brush. It makes it very easy, and I feel like I have the most control over it. I'm going to use the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Spritz it around. I don't do anything to my brows. I don't personally feel like I need to, nor do I want to. I'm very lazy. So I take a spoolie, just comb my brows in one direction. And then I like to take the Maybelline Brow Drama, it's just clear brow gel. And I just like to lightly go through my brows. It just holds them in place so they look more put together. I'm going to go in with my mascara. I'm going to be using a few today. I don't wear false lashes, like I said in the Instagram video. So when I can build up my lashes using mascara, I do. I find that I like all three of these mascaras for very different things. I use 2 on the top and then 1 on the bottom. I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I think they only have 1 shade. And then, oh wait, okay, I lied. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. It's a dollar store eyelash curler. It works fine. It works wonders. Going in with the Urban Decay mascara first. And then next I'm going to use the Buxom one. So the camera's not necessarily picking it up, but in real life, these eyelashes are a lot more longer and thicker than these. On my bottom lashes, I'm going to go in with the YSL Baby Doll Mascara. It has a really good smell. It smells really nice. I like this mascara because I feel like it doesn't have a lot of fallout on my face throughout the day. I noticed that some mascaras, they seem to flake off my lower lash line. And I don't really like my lower lashes to be super, super dramatic. I just like them to be present on my face. Okay, now I'm going to go into lips. I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics Dolce K mini liquid lipstick that came in her birthday collection. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any ideas or requests for something for me to do for my next video, you can either comment it or contact me through social media.